Alrighty, I am back with another 2K19 MyTeam video. Right here, I'm just going to be giving you guys a few tips and stuff, telling you how I have played throughout the year and how I've reached this baller status. You can see I got 1 million VC, but I promise you I don't spend any money on the game. I'm sure you guys can guess where it's from. Grinding my career. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys some tips, telling you how to get some more tokens and reach a higher collector level if you're just starting out the game, and give you some lineup tips, etc. So yeah, let's get right into it. Oh shit, hold up. Oh, nope. That's better. Oh, how I long for a simpler time. Alright, so first things first, if you haven't done domination, you need to get onto that right now, because this gives you like, what, 500 tokens or something. Plus you get a bunch of MT and you get players from all these packs. So all of these games really add to your collection, plus you get a shit ton of tokens at the end. So if you haven't done domination, definitely do that. Make that a priority, because that's the best way to do tokens. If you could just play through domination over and over again, that would be the best way to go about playing the game. Triple threat offline is a fantastic way to make tokens. If you're really done with domination and have, you know, gone 12-0, all that stuff, triple threat offline is probably the best way to go, honestly. So play just, you know, what is it, 5 games of this? Takes about 20 minutes and then you get 6 tokens. And yeah, after those 5 games, what I'd recommend, you just play those 5 quick games, then go ahead and look through. The current collection is the one you need to do first. That's for sure. So what do you get? 20 tokens for every team. 20 times 30 is 600. So you get another 600 tokens for doing all these. And honestly, bar like a few silver cards, most of these players are super cheap. So you really shouldn't have any problem doing that at all. Then after you've knocked them out, heat checks are a little more expensive now, since they have taken the heat check packs out of the market for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but it's definitely raised the price of these cards like crazy, and it's really hard to get a few of them. But what I would do probably is just, you know, every so often, every five games or something, just go, what, heat check, and go like 1800 MT, and then just buy all the new cards that you see. So as you can see, there are quite a few that are, you know, below 2,000, and then, you know, once you've got all these guys, go up to the next tier, like maybe 2,000 to 2,500, something like that, till you've got all these guys. And then once you've knocked out, you know, most of them, then you can go in and see, okay, I've got Dion Waiters missing, and, you know, every 5 triple threat games, just go quickly search him, and don't pay market price for him. So if you see like, 2 of them up for like 12,000 MT, don't buy him. See that, okay, so he's about 12,000 MT, come back maybe 20 minutes later, there might be another one up for like 8k, and then, you know, if you really want to get it for 8k, then sure, go ahead, but I'd wait. Honestly, I wouldn't really get any for over like 3,000 MT, unless it's one that you've been searching for ages. Like I know there's one dude at the Celtics, this dude who I just could not find for under 10,000 for like weeks, so I just ended up paying like 10k for him. I remember I did these a while ago. Current heat checks I've had done for a while, and throwbacks I've had done for a while too. With these, they're pretty easy to do now. If you are willing to buy VC, I know, like really, I would not recommend it because it is gambling. They have actually banned it in some countries because it's definitely gambling. But if you are going to buy VC, I would wait until really good new packs come out. But this is probably the best way, opening these throwback super packs, to get cards in your collection. If you really don't have any throwback cards, these are definitely the way to go. I myself did not buy VC. I know you see 500,000, but yeah, I've been getting that through some other methods. Grinding my career. And by the way, as soon as new packs come out that are really good, I am going to do a 1 million VC pack opening. But back to this. Yeah, the collections, I mean, obviously, if you're struggling for MT and you're not not buying MT or VC, it is a little tough to do some of these, but honestly most of the cards in the game are super cheap now. And if you just play, even like unlimited, I mean, what if you get 12 wins, you get 10k. And that can really help you out at this point in the game. Like 10k can get you like 4 or 5 Merman's cards. It can get you a whole bunch of current players and get you, a few heat checks and get you a few throwbacks, a few throwback elites even. Where are we at? Challenges. Weekly challenges. Don't touch this shit. If you want tokens, triple that offline. Takes you about probably less than 20 minutes to get 6 tokens. And challenges are definitely going to take you over 20 minutes. Moments challenges, whenever they drop them, definitely do them. They're usually always worth it, unless it's just like for a single pack or something. Even then, I mean, you could pull a nice player out of a regular single pack, so just do all of them. Schedule mode, it's tough for me to recommend doing these because I fucking hated doing these. When you are getting close and you've hit a wall, you run out of MT, there are no cheap cards for you to buy. Start knocking these out. What is that, like 66 cards? Oh, don't know where I pulled that out of, but 60. What you get? Yeah, 2 cards and then 30 teams. 60. So yeah, 60 cards. I pretty much averaged it out to 2 hours and 15 minutes to get the 2 cards from each team. It's a long fucking time. But I mean, if you're down to grind it, as you can see, I have done most of them. But you don't really have to like pay attention, really. So what do? They do like, first game is just a quarter, it's like 3 minutes. Second game is just a half with 3-minute quarters. Third game is a half with 4-minute quarters. Then they have a full game with 3-minute quarters and a full game with 4-minute quarters. When you get to these full games, like, you can just go have dinner, have a shower, or do something and come back at like probably halftime and just win the game, because they're really easy. It is a fucking grind to get these done, I'll tell you that. I have had VC throughout the year. I don't buy VC. I'll show you guys again in case you haven't seen my first video. I can't show you, but I can't buy VC because my game is from America and my console's from Australia, so it doesn't actually let me buy it. As you can see, I do have it, but lots of other videos on YouTube that can help you with that. VC Glitch 2K19. MyTeam Unlimited. Towards the start of the year, this was shit. Well, obviously it got you the decent player. And Isaiah. I do not have Isaiah because I used to suck. I just didn't have enough time, and my internet fucking sucked. Yeah, Unlimited, you can definitely play these now. If you're looking for tokens, unless you have a really stacked team, like even with my team, it's probably better to do triple threat offline to get tokens, because really it has to be like 10 minutes per game for it to be like more worth it than triple threat offline. And obviously games don't go for 10 minutes, so really they have to, like, your opponent has to quit in the first half, or the timing doesn't add up to that of triple threat offline, because it takes about 20 minutes to get 6 tokens on this, and 12 games, if you play full games, it's like 4 hours or something. I don't know, something like that. You get 25 tokens. You also get 10k MT, plus you get West Sunset. West Sunset was pretty good. And you get the player from that month. Probably not worth it. Honestly, if you are getting close to a collector level, it might be worth going 6 wins to get the This Day in History pack. I did that a few times, and every single time I did it, literally every single time, I got Ruby Wilt Chamberlain, which fucking sucked. Honestly, the Merman Super Packs probably aren't worth it either, and the Throwback Elite Pack, not really worth it either. So if you're gonna play this, you either have to really try going 12-0, or go 6-0 to get the This Day in History packs. Triple that online. Probably only play it when they have like pink diamonds on the boards and they typically tend to juice the rewards during that time. Like you get a ton of diamond packs, a ton of premium packs, etc. But usually it's really not worth playing this game mode. Obviously it is fun. It's definitely more fun than playing offline because, you know, you get to play against guys like online people. It's probably going to be harder though if you don't have, I mean, a lineup like this and you're running, you know, amethysts and rubies coming up against lineups like this. It's probably going to be super tough for you to win. Yeah, multiplayer challenges. I mean, you have 4 tokens, pretty good, but it does typically take a long time to actually find a game. That's why I don't really play them. It takes like 5 or 10 minutes to actually find a game because obviously not many people are really doing this. Same as the MT. I mean, 2500 for probably like 12 minutes of gameplay is pretty good. And if you're struggling for MT, that's probably a good way to make MT. And again, 2500 can get you some good players. And on that note, I did want to remind you, just to bring up the fact that my lineup before I had this Giannis and all this, I had James Worthy, I had Wilt. I didn't get Bob Pettit till like last week. And then I wouldn't have these guys. I had Karolinko, C. Webb, JR. I had Greg Oden and Clyde Drexler. And I also had Diamond David Robinson. They were the only cards on my team that were worth MT. The rest of the cards were reward cards. So one of my biggest tips I could give you guys is to try to use as many reward cards as you can. And there are a bunch of good ones out there. Grand Hill is fairly easy to get. I mean, yeah, play through Domination, complete a few collections, and you're at that Pink Diamond reward. Grand Hill's really good. Matumbo's a really good center. Paul Pierce is pretty good. They also have Rick Barry and Patrick Ewing now too, so they might be good. If you were just starting out the game, I would pick up probably World Be Free. He was really good for me. Mo Pete was really good. Courtney Lee's really good. And who else was there? JaVale McGee's a really good one too. Sapphires, there were a bunch of good Sapphire ones. I loved those Sapphire cards. Sean Bradley's a good big, but Manute Bowles are definitely better. Jared Jeffries is good. Sean Livingston, I loved. Cedric Ceballos, Shumpert, Antoine Carr was pretty good. Mario Ellie's a good 3-point shooter. Bunch of guys you could use. This Daniel Gibson is a collector level card. He was a pretty decent first reward. Rubies, Elton Brand I use as a power forward. He's really good, but he can't shoot threes. Mitch Richmond's really nice. Isaiah's really nice. Jerome Kersey's fucking awesome. Pick up, where is he? Eddie Jones. He has to be your first pick. He's amazing. They have Dwight now too. This Greg Oden's pretty shit, but he's a collector card, so you get him for free really. Josie Hawkins is nice, and Scottie Pippen's really good too. And then the Amethyst, really the only super good ones. Jeff Petrie was pretty good. And then the new ones, Trevor Ariza and PJ Brown, I don't have. Jerry Sloan is also pretty good. Same as Junior Bridgman. But yeah, those two cards are super broken. They got Hall of Fames. They're really nice. Diamonds. Once you get to Karolinko, it gets a little bit harder to get cards. Like, you probably have knocked out current collection and maybe the throwback. But you have, like, an endgame card. Like, he's one of the best cards in the game still, so you can really build a team around him, and that could help you win more games and get more cards. Who else is really good here? Meller's really good. And then Ingram and Aldridge are probably pretty good too. Alright, and yeah, the Pink Diamonds. Tim Duncan's also there, he's pretty nice, but definitely Grant Hill, or the Rick Barry. I haven't used him yet, but they're really good. And then the Airpools, really, you can't go wrong with any of them. So really, what I want you guys to do, if you are struggling to make MT, and you don't really even have to have a lot of time on your hands, and you might be like, what, at not even Karolinko yet. So you've still got a really good amount of cards to go in your collection. My advice would be, if you can't go 12-0 either, it is a little bit easier now that Shot Contest is fixed, but if you still can't do that, play Triple Threat offline. Really make sure you've done Domination. Don't really bother with these, unless like you're really struggling and you can't even win like triple threat offline games. Like if you can't finish one of those games in like less than 7 minutes, maybe do these. I don't know. They do get really boring though, and again, it's boring playing triple threat offline. But what I would do, just load up a movie, watch Netflix or YouTube or something, and just have this on the background. It's really easy. A bunch of other YouTubers have done like tips on how to win these games really easily. Basically, just get a really good shooter and 2 bigs, and just call for screens and up the top. And usually the defender goes under it and you can just shoot. Yeah, College Story's done that. Shake and Bake's done that. A bunch of other guys have done those videos, so I'm not really gonna do it right here. But yeah, just do that, and then once you get the 6 tokens, just have a quick look. You'll probably get a couple thousand MT by that time. Just have a quick look, see if there are any cards you're missing in here, or I'd probably go knock out these first, and then I'd probably move to the throwback cards. Locking them in, honestly, I would definitely lock in the throwbacks now. If you're missing a bunch of throwback cards and a bunch of throwback elite cards, I would go and try to get them before I tried to do these heat check cards. But if you do really want tokens, sure, like 25 per team, you get 750 for doing all of them. That's really good. But if you are still looking to increase your collector level, I would try to get Moments and Throwback Elite. Even some of these premium ones. Make sure you've done all of these recent premiums. Get maybe the lower end heat check cards, like as I said before, filter just up to 1800 MT, just get all the new cards you see. Moments cards are all super cheap now. Emeralds are super cheap. Sapphire super cheap, Ruby super cheap, even Amethyst super cheap. 2K. They are so cheap now. That was one of the bigger mistakes I made too. I had most of these Amethysts, most of the diamonds, and then they dropped the super packs, which is and took the value of all of them. But yeah, they're all really cheap now, so it's definitely helpful for you guys. They're all really cheap. This one, it does say you have to win the 4 multiplayer challenges. So that's part of the reason why you do that. So once plus, what do you get? You get 4 for doing one of them. So if you do 4, you get 16, plus another 15. Cook 31 tokens, pretty easy. Complete an entire team schedule. I mean, 15 tokens plus another 6, and you get a few players from that. May as well do it. Triple threat online, win 5, easy. And domination, just finish domination. It'll help you out, I promise. But yeah, what else do we have? Auction house, honestly, I mean, sure, it can help. If you just go up, up to 600 and just try snipe cards. I've never really done that. What I did, I really just looked at these a lot. Just looked through all these and searched up all the new cards that I was missing. I just did that a lot, and that's how I got a bunch of cards for a lot cheaper than they'd usually be. Even throughout the heat checks, I didn't really overpay for most of these cards, probably for a few, but I just made sure I got them for less than market price. And uniforms, I forgot to go over these. Uniforms are super cheap now, like 300 MT. So just, and coaches too, if you don't have all the coaches, make sure you got all them. Maybe except for the diamond ones. Arenas, they're all really cheap, make sure you get all them. Playbooks, most of them are pretty cheap. I know the Magic one is expensive. I think the Warriors one might be a little expensive, but the rest, pretty damn cheap. Logos super cheap too, ball cards super cheap too. They also have reward ball cards once you get all of them. So that's an extra like 4 or 5 cards in your collection there. But yeah, jerseys, just go jerseys up to like 350 and okay, maybe 400. And you should be able to see a lot of them. Okay, no away jerseys. I swear I did this the other day and I saw some. Alright, well there's one home jersey. Like, they're really cheap, especially when new packs come out. So there should be some stuff coming out soon, because these guys expire in a day. Opening packs. Look, I've brushed over this before. If you want to buy VC and do this, open packs, I don't want to say no. I know it's super tempting. If it was available to me, if my game wasn't fucked up, I would definitely have given in to temptation and bought some VC, just because it's instant. Like, you don't have to work for it. It's staring you in the face. It'd make things so much easier, but it's so expensive. I want to advise against it as strongly as I can. It is gambling. It's expensive, and you're not even guaranteed anything. And realistically, in a couple months, no one's gonna play this game anymore, and you would have wasted your money. I know that it's gonna be very tempting over the next couple of weeks, because they are gonna release a shit ton of new packs. Galaxy Opals will probably be in packs, and it's gonna be very tempting. Also with MT, it's hit or miss. It can be very hit or miss. I would say definitely not with these throwback packs, because really, unless you get a pink diamond or Sabonis or Granger, you're not going to get more than 12k from selling your card back. So I would not open these with MT. Definitely not these, definitely not these. The only one I would recommend, when they have premium packs like Madness and Hall of Famers, they tend to have higher odds, honestly, but they're also like 17,000. I did pull a Tracy McGrady out of a single pack in those with MT, but I wouldn't recommend it. The only ones that I would recommend are the heat check packs, but they're gone now. They just yanked them. I don't know what they're gonna do there. They might bring them back. I don't know. And that has fucked up the price of heat check cards too. Some of them are ridiculously expensive. So that's definitely gonna make it tough on you guys. Shoes do not count towards your collector level. I thought they did at the start of the year and bought a few, but then I realized they didn't. So don't buy shoes. These jerseys, make sure you do these, because they get you 10 tokens. Most of them are real cheap now too, as well as the other ones. Here they are. Alright, the earned ones and the city ones. They're pretty cheap now. Some of the earned ones, this heat one I know goes for a lot. But yeah, 40 quick tokens for doing both of these. It's a great way to make tokens and get cards in your collection. That's all I have for you guys. Just a little helpful video. If you did find it helpful, I would love if you recommended my channel to a friend or something that struggles with MyTeam. And if you do have any questions or want any help with anything I didn't go over in this, like gameplay or anything like that, just drop a comment and I'll definitely help you out. Yeah, as I said, I do have 1 million VC, as you can see. So as soon as these packs come out, I'll probably stream it on Twitch. Honestly, I haven't really been using Twitch because the internet fucking sucks and I cannot stream online games. But pack opening will be offline, so as soon as they drop, I'll probably do that on Twitch and then upload a video. 1 million VC only for a super good pack though. I really don't want to spend 1 million on some mediocre pack. I would much rather wait for a fucking banger like a Galaxy Opal LeBron pack or something like that. I mean, yeah, it's fairly easy for me to get MT. I can get 1 million about every week, just from my career. But yeah, that's it, guys. Like and subscribe if you really like my content. Like and subscribe, pack luck, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys watching this. It's not very entertaining, I know, but if you are, looking for some tips, I hope this was helpful for some of you guys. And again, as I just said like a minute ago, drop a comment if you do want help with anything else. And till then, guys, till next time, I'ma see y'all.